Hello, hello, welcome back. It is BartSim23. I am whispering because Coyote is sleeping in the other room, but I can't sleep and I want to play more. So I gotta say, I really am enjoying this game. The dialogue and like the story and the voice acting is like so good. And like I'm really excited about like how combat's gonna change with like getting further in the game. And I feel like there's a lot of mystery, a lot of depth to the story. It's not just like kind of like dumb NPCs. They all seem to have like some interesting things going on. But yeah, like overall, this is quickly becoming like a really addicting game, and I want to like see where it goes. I hope you all feel the same. It's been really fun so far. But yeah, let's continue on as I have a little bit of a whispering time. Hopefully, I do not wake Coyote up. If I do, I will hear about it and we'll have to stop for the night. But I'll start back up another day. Anyway, here we go. So I don't know what the whole potion thing was about, but that's okay. I guess it's gonna be like a little ASMR close up. And this is when I'm going to do this and that. So let's see if we can make that thing for the guy. Toothache remedy. Perfect. Ha ha ha. Okay, cool. Let's go give this guy his toothache remedy. It's weird they wouldn't want to give it to this guy though. This just restores 80 health. Wow, that's actually really good. What? Hold up. Toothache remedy is fucking baller. That's like a really, really good healing potion. Heck yeah, here you go, man.
Ah, you're back. How's the remedy?
I got it for you. Here you go.
Thank you. Ah, I'll finally be able to eat something. Here, take this as my thanks for your help.
You're welcome, man. I do think you probably need to get that tooth removed, but I mean, that'll get you a little bit longer. I mean, heck, who am I to judge? Last stand. Greatly reduces HP. Wait, greatly reduces HP and mana, but locks down at 100% for 60 seconds. Whoa. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, hopefully this is not too much of a annoyance for me to have to talk like this. But I think it's the only way I can do it right now. I'm just gonna enjoy it as a moment. I just really want to play more. This is just super exciting. This whole world is very intriguing to me, and I want to figure it all out. Is that okay? I thought that was a flying thing. Okay, so what I did learn is that we can put in our our cooking, like our ingredient stuff in here, and I think we can cook from it, which is huge, man. Huge. Okay, so we're gonna put everything in here because like why not, right? Any of the regions, like we can just immediately like access, as long I imagine that we'd have to cook in town, but I think I'm fine with that. Like I'd rather have a lot of inventory space and come back in and then be able to like craft in the town than, you know, compared to like going and crafting out in the wilderness. I don't know if there's something we might want to keep, like basic ingredients just to make healing potions, like when we're out and we randomly run across a an alchemy bench or something. But I think it's also equal to be like, let's just teleport back and make stuff before we go back out. Okay, so I do need to keep one of each. I do want to keep a one-hander on the shot, and then for now our bow is fine to have. Okay, I think I'm good there. How much inventory space now? Well, yeah, we're really way better now. I do think we could go back to light armor, which I think I am interested in. So let's see how that we can change that. I think that's fine. So we'd have to change it in here. Let's do that real quick. I would like to I mean, all this is actually heavy. That's fine. We'll keep medium and switch this back. It's pretty cool look, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we might as well, yeah. Yeah. Put, take. Okay, cool. So what's another quest that we have here? We can take that bouquet to the lady in the village. Let's go do that. Which one is that? A bouquet for this mist stuff. Creed. World is silent. World to win. Fergus wants me to prove myself. The first piece of the King's Soul is tied to Excalibur, so we have to get to Excalibur. Katrin died in childbirth. Oh, wait. Oh. Should I tell her husband the truth? Wait. Was the guy who was stuck in the cell, was that the husband of Katrin? Did we not tell him? Oh, dang. Well, husband of one of the Red Priest's victims must be wondering what happened to her. Interesting. I may have failed this. That's fine. Found the letter describing heresies happening on the island of Asylum. I should deliver that. I should find someone to deliver that to. Okay, got it. I've reached the heart of the garden of Paduan, a druid. He has asked me to slay a terror born from Sol. Yeah, okay, so that's what we need to do there. Should head back to the tavern and speak with the innkeeper. Okay. Ron's Tavern. I need to look for Ron's Tavern here. Fergus told me to speak with Marg. Okay. And then Keeper Dictoon asked me to deliver flowers to Betra as a gesture of his sympathy. Okay. So Betra. Let's go see if we can find where the village is, which I think is above. So let's go up there. But yeah, I'm really digging this game. Something about it has really just pulled me in. I really like the combat. One second. I think my cat is doing something. I think we're good. I cracked the door so I could block some more sound. But technically, our bedroom is like on the other side of my wall I'm like playing against here. But we put like soundproofing in when we, just soundproofing. I'm hoping it's gonna work, but no guarantee. I don't want to like wake up anyone. But the cat's my wake up cavity if I'm not too careful. All right, the captain's quarters. I don't know where the village would be. I mean, we've already been in here, so I don't. There is kind of like a thing here, though, huh? Like this guy.
Welcome to the Museum of
It's a museum.
the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction.
You're speaking slow, sir.
My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you to the rich history of this fascinating place. A history that began
Oh my god.
600
He might put me to sleep.
23 years ago, with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say,
Oh my god.
inanimate witnesses of the history of the Horns of the South.
Cool. Wow. I don't want to ask you more questions because you're so slow, but exhibits, what exactly do you have here?
The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South, from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts.
Sorry, my cat Moose is investigating why I'm up. So I'm just giving him space so he can maybe sit on my lap as I play. Okay, yeah, you can come up, buddy. Come on. Come on. There he is. He's the moose. Late night moose. Late night moose. But. Okay, it's moose time right now. Interesting. Which exhibits are most remarkable?
I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting.
Okay. Lead me
Those
away.
would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot.
Okay.
We have his signal horn and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil.
That's pretty cool.
What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself
The wooden
during
spoon?
his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear his purr, but he is going. Okay, oh my god, this guy is so slow. Tell me about the 600-year-old plate. It must be so interesting. I have a feeling he will just fully tell me. Okay, how do you have the authentic boots? Tell me more about them. That is actually maybe the most interesting, perhaps.
Yes, remarkable,
What are you
isn't it?
doing?
You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe,
Oh my
you can
god.
find a
This is so
decorative
bad.
brass
I gotta
buckle
move. I gotta
with
go.
the motif of the Camelotian bear.
Okay, we
It is
cannot keep
notable
going.
that even after 600
This
years,
is the last thing
they
I
are
asked.
still
We're leaving.
excellently
so bad.
preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area.
Oh my god,
Means that
please no.
even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them.
Okay, we gotta go. That's enough. I'd like to ask about something else. I gotta go. No, thank you. That's great. I love that. Look at this. Hey, Moose. You're very cute. He's a bit of a lover, this cat. He's got moonshine in here. I wonder if he's drunk. Okay, let's go find where we need to go. That's not the way. Moose, what are you doing, buddy? Oh my gosh. This boy. He's like squat over my mouse right now. Cute lad. I'm trying to play a game, okay, buddy? Quiet time with Bart, Sim, and Moose. Gonna explore this terrible place. And by terrible, I mean like it's just a disaster. Okay, buddy, your tail is swishing against the mouse, and it's making it hard to play. It's making it hard to purr. Okay, so we have his quest. We have that guy's quest. Oh wait, someone's strapped into this thing. Oh, it's the drunk man. Oh no, so sad for Ordrin.
You're the reason they put me in. You just wait until they let me out. I'll beat you so hard your own mother won't recognize you. Come a little closer, so I can spit in your your face.
It was necessary. You were drinking on duty. You drunk keeper guarding the gate. You did this to yourself. Yeah.
Nobody asked your opinion. I drink 'cause I want to. I drink 'cause guarding that empty gate is the most boring shit in the world. What's it to you, anyway, huh? Maybe I was drunk, but the gate was
Still drunk.
guarded. It's not your damn pin. I wouldn't even let you in. But all is not lost. We can still be friends. Listen, just pour something delicious down my throat, huh? And I'll forget this insult. I'm not guarding the gate right this second, am I? There's nothing wrong with having a little sip, right? Come on, don't be like that. Just a drop. That's all I ask.
You know, I don't care if he wants to get drunk at his own time. I would give him some right now, but maybe I would, but I don't have any with me.
Yeah, it's not a problem. You can buy some from Ron. With this pin, you can go anywhere. You don't need a pass. Don't forget about old Alderaan, my friend. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Hey, I'll get you a beer, man. Don't worry. Let's find maybe over here. Lock must be broken. Whoa. Okay. I wonder what that's all about. Let's climb here, I guess. Get on the walls. I don't know where the village is. I'm a little unsure. Wow, you can go up these though, huh? Whoa. Oh, look at that. You can go down. There's like a chest and stuff. Technically, I've fallen pretty high up and not taken damage. If we can get right there, we could probably jump down on that side. Consider that in a bit. Let's look around here. Moose is snuggled up on my right arm now. He's very cute. He's a good boy. Fortunately, if I rub him, he's a cat that likes to put his butt way up in the air if you rub him anyway. So if he's all comfortable and he's like snuggled and you don't want him to move, as soon as you give him a hand, he's like, all right, now I'm moving. He is a silly guy. Reinforced chest. This is stealing? Guess not that, huh? Hey, bud. Hello. I'm just looking for things. This is not stealing, it says, so I'm going to listen to it. It doesn't give me anything red, so I'm not going to be upset by grabbing stuff. Ambrosia. Or whatever. Let's keep looking around the perimeter, I suppose. Is that the drowned area where the druids raise the sea? By the way, freaking druids raising a sea is kind of wild. Like they can control the moon or something? What's going on there? And also, I have a feeling that druids are not the bad ones. I feel like, sure, they might have like magical powers, but I imagine that they are not the ones that struck first in this situation. Feels like they were kind of forced in a corner of all this. And they were like, okay, let's retaliate the best way we can. This is interesting. We can just jump over here, I guess. Not sure why yet. But we can just climb the edge here. That's kind of wild. I don't know if this is a good idea, but let's go look over here. No way back if I go that way. Preferably not wanting to get stuck there. I do think there is a quick travel though, so maybe if I did get stuck there, I could teleport over. I might go back to that later. Okay, that is definitely okay. Same situation. Now I'm stuck over here. Oops. Oh, it looks like this is like just fully the outside. Interesting. Okay. Can we axe this? No. Can we just go back in then? Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Let's maybe jump over here then. If I don't climb all the way, I should be able to just walk over this gate, right? Feels like I could. What's up here real quick? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Lock seems to be broken. Kind of crazy. It just like stairs. It goes into like a rock area, huh? Crypt. Oh. This is probably where he wants me to go do that job. Okay, well, we'll come back to this. Can I... Ooh, a little bit of damage. That's okay, that's okay. Alright, let's go back in again. Dandelions? Dandies. Daffodils, actually. Okay. So.
Didn't expect to see you.
Hey, bud. Do you know the way to the village? Because I am struggling, buddy. So this is bad. Not bad, but this is not the way to the village. I think we go back down. Can we just jump? I'm just gonna jump. There we go. What's this? And it's jail. Okay, wait, here? Maybe in here. Yeah, this looks right. Whoa. Oh, dude, this is crazy. Let's go this way first. Oh yeah, we gotta look for more sage, actually. That's how we make most of our potions right now. Look for the purple flowers. Oh yeah, okay. Don't mind if I do. Sage is plentiful sometimes. Someone's talking over here. Hello. Hi.
Nice to see
Keeper
you.
Khan.
Hey. Hello. Are you also wondering why the heck we need them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lighthouses. Why the hell are Dara and his workers pushing so hard to build the second one? Is one not enough?
It's so
Is it
windy
because
up here.
One is less than two and less is worse. I mean, two lighthouses next to each other are almost the same as one. And ships don't even sail this way anymore.
Oh, bye, Moose. See ya. Guess he got uncomfortable. Is it... If not two lighthouses, then what? Maybe it's a tradition or symbolism? I can't imagine why they'd need two, actually, unless one was blocked from a certain direction. I mean, maybe a symbolism?
Ah, symbolism. Yeah, maybe. Whatever that is.
Whatever that is, yeah. I don't know what that is. You mentioned ships don't sail here anymore.
Aye, why would they?
It's so windy.
Treacherous, so no ships. Storms and the weirdness are a deadly combination. Besides,
I thought you said
we
no
have the
shit.
time to build or repair them. There are enough problems on the island. We don't need more.
What can you tell me of the Horns of the South?
Well, not much going on here, as you can see. Things have been a bit different lately, due to the refugees. One was even hanged for theft. But I can't say much more as I wasn't there. If you're interested in the Horns, you should visit our museum. You'll learn more about that fella, Swal, whatever his name is.
I already checked it out. I don't think I want to learn any more about the museum.
What do I think? As long as they follow the rules, they can stay.
That's
If
open.
they don't, then they can hang.
Okay.
That's all.
That's,
You're saying that there's some other group, probably more dangerous, not so far from here. If they come closer, well, that wouldn't be too good.
I think we don't need to know about the museum. What can one do here?
You can stay here and serve. Sit in the tavern, drink and eat something. If you're looking for an adventure.
Well, maybe you can tell us where the tavern is.
There's always something happening out in the world.
It's
You
so
know,
loud.
here in the south, everything happens late. It's a big world out there, and a small one right here.
Okay.
I wonder if, once they finish this one, they'll start building a third.
Maybe. feel like it's so loud. That wind, barely could hear him. Jeez. Okay, let's, is the village down here? It does look like there's a village, so maybe this is the way. There's like some crumb under my mouse. It's like dragon. There we go. This looks like a village of some sort. Or maybe like a outpost. Oh, this is a place we need to deliver the flowers. We need to sleep. Can we do that here? I think we can, right? Yeah. Oh. Might as well, huh? Oh, let's talk to Arthur. I feel like he probably has some stuff for us to talk about. Did you know Swole personally?
Seawall.
Seawall.
He was the first to set foot on Avalon, not me. He decided that if anything were to attack us in this strange land, he would shield me and take the first blow himself. I remember loyalty, a fierce, unwavering loyalty, to me and to Avalon. He must have been someone I trusted deeply. Perhaps as we move forward, more memories of him will come back to me. For now, I only hope his loyalty wasn't in vain.
You seem a little downtrodden, Arthur. You kind of seeing how the world is and a little upset. Tell me what the Horns of the South were like in your time.
Ah, the Horns of the South. The crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted Grail when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table.
Wow.
I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I think we need to keep checking on Arthur, because I feel like every time we run across something, he'll have like a jog of memory. Almost like Baldur's Gate, where you need to talk to your companions every once in a while and kind of get updates. Let's level up, I guess. No, wait, we don't need to. Can we do... I would like to identify what that thing is. So maybe fuel? Identify, yeah, here we go. E. It's leather. Okay. Thank you. Interesting. We can fast travel when we use that. Okay. And then alchemy, obviously. I think we're good on that. But I at least, you know, it feels a little bit of a waste in some ways there, but that's okay. So I think last time we slept to like 10 and everyone was up, so let's do that again. Okay, this is the lady we need to give. Wait, that's not a lady. Hello. Wait, no, this is the guy who... this is the hunter that we need to go talk about with the crypts. Perfect.
Hey, you're heading to the village, right?
Think so.
Tiernan should let you in. Take this medicine to my father, will you? Goban is a loud man.
Goban?
You shouldn't have trouble finding him.
I'll take it. Well, I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of people's stuff, so what's in it for me?
Oh, seriously? You'll have my eternal gratitude, but nothing more for now. Go on. Take it. Come to me afterwards.
Fair enough. Why Why the second lighthouse? That's what I have to ask after talking to the last guy.
If I had a gold coin for every time someone asked me that, I could fund the damn thing myself. Look, it's Camelot's orders. I get paid to follow them, not to question them. If they want to throw money at us to keep up appearances, that's their problem. I'm not about to stop them.
So, weird enough, I think that second lighthouse, if we're thinking about like triangulating a position, I almost think like these guys won't know what it was for, but they're posing the question of why is there a second one? But you need two things of light from a distance to calculate like a distance from like a triangulation thing. Maybe there's someone who is in a higher up situation who needs that. That's the only reason I could think of a second one. That or it's some magical thing, or maybe it is just symbolism. Anyway, your father lives in the village?
Ah, he used to serve too. In fact, he was the builder before me. Now he's just an old fart angry at the world. But a father is a father, right? We may hate each other, but as long as I can help him, I will. Hence,
Good
the
son.
medicine.
What's wrong with your father?
If Haber doesn't know, then I don't either. So we keep trying.
Haber, healer? Why won't Tyrion let you in?
Because he received orders not to let any keeper through without a pass. And I don't have one. I've already used mine. Guess what I used it on? That's right. Bringing medicine to my father.
I see.
When that Egypt gets an order, he's like a priest who stumbled into an orgy. He's got a stick up his ass. Nothing gets through him.
That's pretty funny. Are the keepers allowed to have wives and children?
Not all keepers have been here their entire life, you know. He got me before he joined the horse. Serves me right for wanting to find him, stupid son of a bitch. If only I knew what it would entail.
Okay. Do you regret it?
I don't know. Following my old man here was all I ever wanted. Never saw myself as anything else.
Aw.
Tried picturing myself as a husband, a father once, but nah. I wouldn't know how to raise a kid. I'd just mess them up. Like father, like son, I guess.
You can break that cycle, dude. So anyone can become a keeper no matter the age?
Well, no, of course not. We're not priestesses of the All Mother.
Which they can, I guess.
Can be an old crone and still devote herself to the All Mother.
Okay.
But a man's got to have some fight left in him to be a keeper. Old enough to hold a
Able-bodied.
sword, young enough to not break under its weight. We all got different roles around the keep, sure. But at the core, we're warriors. Don't forget that.
Okay, fair enough.
Keep your head down.
This is not Marge. This is Durag. You see, I thought that was... I don't know. I thought that was someone else. Wait, I thought this door was to hers. No, okay. I thought... I guess I forget the name. But that's fine. Let's go down. Village is where we go.
Oh, mother have mercy. Not another one. If I let you pass,
Another one?
you promise not to make any trouble.
I could try, but no promises.
That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old farts. That's practically early retirement, they said. What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, it's a refugee running around biting people.
Oh, okay. You said a refugee is biting people?
Well, to be fair, he only bit one person. But it was a keeper. I
Oh,
know
this
a
is
home
the
can be a piece of
refugee.
shit sometimes, but gods.
And you hung for it, right?
Both of them are sick. And Haber's got no clue what's wrong. Which is the only reason that refugee isn't dead.
Oh, they didn't hang
So,
him.
he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying all day, and everyone's pissed.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the middle of it all.
Okay. That's what the guy was saying with the roses, or with the flowers we need to deliver. He's saying that it's not right to give him a cage because there might have been some reasons for it. Okay, maybe this isn't the job for you.
No need to tell me that. But I can't just go back to patrolling the walls. I'd be a laughing stock. I'd rather sit here and hope everything works itself out. I mean, everyone's gotta die someday, right? So whether it's me or them, at least my problems will be over.
I mean, that's a bleak outlook, but I suppose if it makes you feel better in some ways, yeah, when you're dead, you're dead. Has anyone else happened? Anything else happened?
No, not really. Fortunately.
What happened to the deck?
Deck? Nah, just old wood. Honestly, it's the least of my problems. But I've got no way to fix it. Dara's always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I try to do it myself, someone else needs me for something. I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of?
It's a good question. Pork? I can help you fix it.
You do that? That would be a huge relief. Well, maybe not huge. There are bigger problems, but it'd be a start.
I like the idea of being like a
Truth be
crafty guy.
told, I don't know why they want it so badly. It's for boats. No one here even uses boats. But
Is it a deck or a
you know
dock?
how it is with old folks. Once they get fixated on something, there's no point in arguing. I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. The budget's long gone. But if you're interested, I could teach you a thing or two about home decor.
Hey, that's a
Not
worthy trade.
standard keeper knowledge, but, well, we all have our secrets.
Why am I talking to you so far away? I'm just realizing. You're into home decor? Tell me more about the rich bint you mentioned. I do want to know both of these, but you're into it?
Surprised? Can't blame you. This might sound odd coming from someone stationed in a glorified fish bucket, but I've got a thing for furniture. The only thing more mismatched than the barracks around here is my career choice. But, yeah, I like imagining places where things fit. Where chairs don't wobble, tables don't look like someone hacked them together with a dull axe, and beds, well, beds don't feel like they're plotting your murder while you sleep.
That's pretty funny. Wouldn't have guessed you into furniture.
Not exactly a secret I broadcast. Most folks see me as Tiernan the Grumbler.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, we've all got something that keeps us sane, right? Mine just happens to be daydreaming about nicer chairs.
All right. You tell me more about the rich bint.
Oh, she's a real piece
She?
of work, that one. Her name's Lady Elisa.
Lisa.
Something. I don't remember.
Okay.
She came here with her husband. Poor man. I never heard him get a word in. You know, sometimes I regret not getting married.
Okay.
But if I had a wife like her, I'd just end up being a keeper all over again.
Gotcha. Well, let me see what you got. You literally will just, I can just buy decors from you? Well, that's awesome, actually. Well, this will be handy in the future. Hey, Moose. You saying what things again? My cat might come back up. Oh, he's tickling my feet. Okay, that's disturbing. Okay. Yes, Moose. That is my feet. Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna walk through. What kind of deck? How can I fix the deck? You know, what do you even mean, really? Is it down here? He must be talking about the dock, right? It says for boats, so. Okay, this is the village, huh? There's the cage guy. Let's go see what that's all about first. Also, I think this is the lady we need to give the bouquet to. Yeah.
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be.
Has something happened?
So you really don't know?
It
If you're
kind of
not
know.
from here, I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole. But you have my sympathies.
There's more hell out there, but
Just know that Cole isn't like that. Something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole. But now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers.
tell me more.
One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they
Yeah,
do
that's fair.
is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice.
Excuse me. So what happened next?
Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently.
And hauled him back.
They chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards.
They didn't kill him on the spot after something like that? When did Cole start feeling worse? That's a good question.
This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire.
Arch
In the
Spire.
morning, we realised everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us.
Okay.
Cole started acting weird after that, and in time, it only got worse.
Oh. Okay. Did he tell you something about his dream?
No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense, but he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking.
Okay.
It must have been some bug. Something changed by the weirdness. That must have caused his fever, his insanity.
Okay. Can you describe how it was? What happened?
Well, it was pretty typical. We started a fire and threw some cobwebs into it. Fran brought them back from one of his treks. That boy could always find them somehow. It was our protection from the night and
Yeah.
the weirdness.
I hear about that.
Ellis was on watch that day, but from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. We were lucky no one slit our throats.
What'd you dream about?
I was in a strange place. Dark. Full of fog. Eerie. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night, and then I kept falling, and falling, and falling. And then I woke up.
Where was your camp?
We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
Alright, let's see my patient here. Also, I need to give you the flowers. 1 second. Yeah.
What? What? How dare you? Do you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration?
No. Not what he wanted to convey, I assume?
Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death.
Oh my god.
There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture.
Oh. If I knew what they meant, I wouldn't have given to you.
Thank you. For them, you are from nowhere, just like me. That's why I believe you. Take those flowers away, burn them, throw them in a cauldron, whatever. I don't want to look at them.
Dang. Was that guy? He sounded so nice, but do you think he was actually like throwing shade? That's crazy. when did you arrive here?
2 or 3 weeks ago.
So it took a while for that
Things were starting to get
incubating.
difficult. The supplies we brought with us were running low. A larger group of people is always helpful. There's always someone to talk to and share the work with. But it also means more mouths to feed and more worries to deal with. It's not easy.
That's fair. What brought you here?
Right. I forgot to introduce myself.
I feel like everyone's
I'm
doing
Beatrice.
that.
As for me and Cole,
Beatrice?
well, we left Ree hoping to find a quiet place to rest for a bit. We planned to travel the King's Road toward Camelot. Well, here we are. We found our bloody Camelot. Cole is locked up and all I can do is shed bitter tears.
Right. Is that where you're from? Rye. Is that where you're from?
Yeah, we grew up there. The village was built around a trade route. My parents ran a tavern that stood right by the road. We had a good life. We lacked for nothing. Well, that was before the damned grubwood started spitting out monsters. Then more and more caravans disappeared into the forest. People were telling stories that grew more horrifying by the day. In the end, taking that route meant certain death.
Okay. Man, I can really like dig into their past. It's really interesting. Your parents did?
Yeah. I doubt I'll ever see him again. I don't think there's anything worth going back for.
Damn. What happened to the tavern?
The same thing that will happen to every place on this godforsaken island. Ruin. We used to have generous clientele. Merchants and emissaries from all over Avalon. They had deep pockets, always left lots of gold. But that changed. Then our only income came from the villagers, who were getting drunker and poorer by the day.
So you decided to leave?
That was always our plan. Cole and I never wanted to stay there forever. Beatrice and Cole from the village of Ree. That wasn't us.
Ree. What are your other groups?
Each of us has a different story. Some wanted to seek their fortune elsewhere, like me and Cole. Some had to flee their homes because of bandits pillaging their villages, or because of the weirdness. Ree could be one of those places by now. There's so much turmoil in this world. People can suddenly lose themselves, becoming a danger to those they once loved.
Yeah, it is kind of wild.
Be careful out there.
Can I talk to you? Ooh. Can you hear me? Okay. Is it Red Death? No. I think they would be able to spot that, but he does look a little odd. Said he got bit. I'll have to go check out what he means with that area. Or she means. Hello. Okay, you're just a guard, I guess. Oh, here's the tavern. That's good. Mute Finley. Oh, he's mute. That checks out. I don't know sign language, so. All right. Got a typical inn. Pretty nice one, gotta say. Well, just gonna go to the barkeep here.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
You're cheery. Some time ago, one of the keepers left some important documents here.
No, I don't recall anything like that.
He said he left them after the last drinking bout. He said he should still be at the Steel Lamb Tavern.
No, listen. I don't know what's going on, but I doubt any of the keepers had anything important on them. Half of them couldn't tell the quartermaster's seal from a pile of horse dung someone stepped on.
He said you should be at the Steel Lamb Tavern.
But that means... No. Impossible. What if... Holy moonshine. I remember.
This guy's great.
Sigibald. It was Sigibald who left those documents behind. I've no idea how you found out about it. Sigi. He's dead.
Oh.
Taken by a fever.
I met him. He asked me to get his documents back. I guess I did meet him, huh?
Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento of him. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to think about it. Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon.
Can you tell me more about what he was like?
Well, he died like he lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boys always said Sigi was a friend worth 5 others. And he was. He was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the quartermaster's dinner. Never a dull moment with him, that's for sure.
Thanks.
No problem. Listen, if by some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand anything anymore.
I'm trying to understand who we're talking about. Sigibald, that's not the guy who saved us, right? I don't know. I do need some moonshine though. It costs 30. Give me 2 of them. And I'll take some mead. One whiskey. 1 ale. What ails ya? We'll take 3. And we'll take 1 cider. Okay. Okay. Cool. I want to track that for a second. Ron returned to Sigibald's documents. I can bring them back to the keeper. Let me just read this. Sigibald asked me to retrieve the documents he left at the inn after one of his drunken revels. Is there any more I don't remember. Horns of the South. I don't remember who Sigibald is. I'm sorry. We'll figure it out. But I have documents now. That's good. Do I talk to everyone here? Let's talk to him again real quick. Tell me about this place.
You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old. Brennan was already the captain when it was built. Why is it called that? Don't know. Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern.
That's why he's so happy.
People come and go and the regulars drink as usual. As it should be. Daddy will be proud.
Oh. Your father also run a tavern?
Hey, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I got mauled by a weird beast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for
You're so
active
fast talking.
service, so he sent me here. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore.
Hey, that's a good venture, I'd say, bud. All right, we need to find this guy's dad, Tadgon. Hello. Oh, Alyssa. That's the that's the rich lady.
Did you hear about the captain's lockdown? Looks like the lads aren't too happy about it.
Yeah, but you know Fergus. He's got a stick up his ass. Only knows how to follow orders like a good little soldier. He's so uptight, he probably agrees with the captain. Thinks it's all necessary precautions and the like.
Now, speaking of precautions, what's all this talk I'm hearing about the weirdness creeping in? People are getting jumpy.
Ah, the weirdness. Got folks scared, all right. Used to be old stories to spook the young ones. But now, even the tougher lads are starting to believe there's more to it.
I mean, it's
If the
obvious,
weirdness
right?
thing's real, we've got bigger problems than a lockdown.
Aye, and Fergus better pull that stick out of his ass and start focusing on the real threats, or we're all done for.
Definitely on a tipping scale here. Either.
See that? Not one, but two noble ladies in the tavern tonight. That's
Two
a
of them.
rare sight around here.
Aye, I saw 'em. You don't see their kind much in places like this. Makes you wonder what brings 'em down here.
This is the
Once
DM
Lady
slipping
Elaine,
some
a scholar from
paths
Farshire.
for me to take.
Thought about talking to her, but I'd probably just make an ass of myself.
Lana.
Elaine, eh?
Elaine.
Yeah, she's known for her smarts.
Smarts. Okay.
Better keep your mouth shut around her, unless you want to feel about as sharp as a blunt axe.
And the other one, Lady Elisa. Not as smart as Elaine, but she's certainly posh. Got the airs of royalty without the smarts to back it up.
I think she can hear you.
Elisa, yeah. She's got the looks, but don't expect her to be cracking any books.
These guys are great.
Doesn't need to. Not with that Duncan by her side.
Duncan.
Though from what I've seen, they don't seem to like each other all that much.
Yeah, I've noticed. They sit together but act like strangers.
Do they sit together?
Makes you wonder why they even bother.
Probably all for show. I reckon Duncan's got his own problems. But Elisa, she's too wrapped up in herself to notice.
Is that Duncan? All right, bud. I don't think you either want a retired keeper.
You
Okay.
see that?
Okay, Elaine. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go find the medicine that we need to give to someone first. Well, I think, isn't this the guy?
Who are you? Another refugee? This place is already crawling with your lot. It's like a Camelosian privy after a feast. In my day, you only saw old, familiar faces round here. And maybe we didn't all love each other. But a local is a local. It was easier to share with others, even when you didn't have much.
I'm not a refugee.
That's so. Fine. Whatever you say. But yeah, I could see that you don't really look like one of them. Just pass them through then. Shame it had to be now. Not so long ago, we'd have sat down and had a drink with the rest of the lads. Now I come here alone.
That's sad for you. Why are you sitting on your own?
I don't know. But you could put something on the table, and then maybe we can talk.
Okay. Here, order something.
Thank you. That's better. We used to come here, the three of us. Me, Berg, and Finley.
Finley.
But lately, something's gotten into Berg, and it all kinda fell apart. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking to us. We went to his house to get him, but he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obler? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. And Finley? Let's just say Finley's no good at this stuff.
This kind of thing, not stuff. I'll speak for Berg.
Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin, Berg usually sits alone by the sea. Let me know what's wrong with him.
You guys need to learn how to communicate if you're a Finn group of 3. I thought I saw someone over here. Wait, what? I thought someone was right here and into the table. That's wild. Okay. Let's go upstairs.
Oi, Noel!
What if I pulled Excalibur from that stone, but it broke, but only at the tip? Would I still get to be king, or not?
You're so daft, Randall. Some magical lass living in a lake gave the king the sword when he broke his own bashing forearm skulls.
So, the one in the stone, what's that called? It's not Excalibur, is it?
Nah, the one in the stone was called, don't know. Sword in the stone, I guess.
Okay.
Sod it. Whatever. So, if I pulled the sword in the stone from the, stone, and it broke, but only a little, would I still get to be king?
What? No. You'd have to pull out all of it. Only the one who pulls out the sword gets to be king, yeah? Not the one who pulls out a bit of the sword.
Wait, but if you have a sword and it breaks, do you tell everyone that you have a sword or that you have a piece of the sword? Besides, you can always take it to the smith and he can fix a new tip.
But if he fixes a new tip, it won't be the same sword.
Are you off your knocker? How's it not the same sword? So, what is it now? A plowshare?
A shit share.
Listen, just listen to me. You've got it all wrong. You've got a sword, right? And then the tip breaks off, so you attach a new one, right? But then, let's just say it breaks again.
That's one shitty sword you have there.
Now, listen to me. Now, damn it. It breaks off, so you fix it with a new piece again. And then it happens again, and again, and again.
Are we talking about?
Until you finally get yourself a whole new blade from the smith. So get this, if the whole blade was replaced,
Theseus'
is
sword?
it still the same sword?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, no, it isn't.
There you have it. You just need to be, what's the word? Rational.
Well, this breaks.
Fine. Now let's have a drink. My throat's drier than a priestess purse.
I mean, I gotta say that.
See, now you sound rational.
But from his logic, then he definitely wouldn't be king because it's changed already when you pull it out and it's broken. Theseus' sword in the stone. Theseus' sword in the stone. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's the end of the episode. I think I will go one more, but it's pushing it for tonight. I want to know what these noble ladies have to talk about, and we still have to deliver that medicine to someone over here. But we'll do that in the next episode. Bye bye.